Hello and good evening to the home of Indian football. My name is Lokmanyu06. As a lot of you already know about that after the team announcement yesterday, I'm so happy to be here for the broadcast of the FIFAe Nations Online Qualifiers 2021. Now we have two of our athletes, Charanjot Singh and Siddh Chandarana, competing in these online qualifiers, repping our flag. And it's a huge stage for not just for the both of them, but for the whole country to be participating in the first ever FIFA Nations Cup for India. So now we'll be quickly moving on to showing you how the format works, where the players came from, and how the qualification process works. And after these matches, we will be moving on to showing you guys how the process is to qualify to the grand finals in August in Denmark. So here's a quick video to explain you everything.
Welcome to the FIFA eNations Series 2021, where nations from all around the world lay all on the line to compete in the FIFA eNations Cup. The FIFA eNations Series is split into 5 different zones: South America, North and Central America, Asia and Oceania, Middle East and Africa, and Europe. To make it to the FIFA eNations Cup, the nations must battle it out in their zone's online qualifiers. Online qualifiers begin with a group stage that leads into a knockout stage. Each nation chooses 2 players to represent their country in 1v1 games. One game is played on PS4 and the other is played on Xbox. Each zone has a dedicated number of available spots at the final. Only the best teams secure the dedicated spots and join the host nation Denmark at the FIFA eNations Cup. On August 20th to 22nd, 24 of the best nations will come together in Copenhagen to compete for national pride. Nations will choose a total of 3 players to represent their country on the hunt for ultimate glory. Which nation has what it takes to bring home the FIFA eNations Cup 2021 title this year? Follow all the action on FIFA.gg.
Well, that was a fantastic video explaining everything you need to know about the FIFA eNations Online Qualifiers 2021. Now, as you all saw, we are in the Middle East and Africa region competing against Qatar, Kuwait, UAE, Saudi, and South Africa. And India, of course, is the 6th team in these qualifiers. Now, the fact that our players, Charanjot Singh, so young, just 18 years of age, and Siddh Chandarana, as we all know him, as 20 years old from Mumbai. Both these players have been fantastic throughout the qualifiers within India, and now they'll be repping our flag in these online qualifiers, which are starting in the next 5 minutes. So let's just quickly chat with probably, arguably, the best player in India, the best FIFA player India has right now, Charanjot Singh.
Welcome.
CJ, my boy, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. How are you?
I'm doing good. So how does it feel to be repping India? I know we've all seen you a lot of times on the broadcast already, and with the likes of playing against the likes of so many top players from our region. How does it feel to now be wearing the national kit, the national crest on your chest, and represent us on this big stage?
It feels amazing, like to be the top 4 athletes out of the 16 which participate, and to be the number 1, which is a thing of pride for me.
Absolutely, because you have proven that not just this year, but over all these years of playing competitive FIFA, and you're just 18. So tell us a little about yourself, how your journey has been, Charanjot, in terms of coming up through the ranks, playing against some of the best players within India, and then, being the best, actually.
The journey was like any other pro player. You start with casual playing, career modes, and like uh, friendlies with your friends at homes, and then you participate in a local tournament, and then you win that, and then you can compete with the best. So my journey was similar to other guys, and now I'm at the top, and I'll try to remain at the top for long as I can.
That is fantastic. So we won't be taking much of your time, CJ. We all know what you're capable of, and we all know you can get that win for us. Good luck for your match, and we'll all be rooting for you. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, so as you guys can see on your screen, we'll be starting off our first match against Qatar. Now, Qatar, of course, has some really good players, and we we did we did practice against them as I'm part of the team as well. So we know their quality, and we cannot be phased by the fact that there's a lot of distance between the two countries, and there is going to be a lot of um, momentum, you can say, going into this game, because we all know how it comes when it comes down to two nations battling against each other. As you guys can see, the team, these are unlocked accounts provided by FIFA to all the top level athletes competing in tournaments of FIFA. So all the players that you ever dream of in having in your FIFA Ultimate Team account. But with that being said, we are kicking off with our first game, India versus Qatar, and in the black kit, it's going to be Qatar versus, of course, the blue. The pride kit of India is going to be playing from right to left. Now, CJ, of course, you can see how focused he is. We've seen him a lot of times in the previous broadcasts of the global series where he's performed phenomenally well, even on a face cam. So it takes, as a professional player myself, I can tell you that it takes a lot of concentration to be not looking at not focusing on any other distraction. So we need your support, everybody in the chat. We need to see some Indian flags. We need to see some support for our boy CJ. First game against none other than Qatar, kicking off now. So we can see some of the best players that these players are using in game, the likes of Pele, the likes of Hullet, or all the unlocked accounts. Alfonso Davies, who you'd see easily linkable to all the other cards in game, and we can see the fact that these players have the opportunity to use such good in-game players and make the most of this, because you don't have to worry about your team not being up to the mark. That being said, player Ahmed is the player from Qatar attacking right now, but that's a foul conceded by Charanjot in a very dangerous position. He has to stay calm in order to defend this. Cheaply gives the ball away. Hullet, great block there by Alfonso Davies right at the end, saving Charanjot from conceding a really cheap goal, if I have to say. Bruno Fernandes plays it to Kylian Mbappe inside the box, twisting and turning. That's a great tackle. Carlos Alberto saving CJ right at the end. You all can see a combination of the likes of Ronaldo and both Ronaldos actually playing up top for CJ, and that just goes to show this man has a lot of confidence going forward, and he is known for his attacking play style. That being said, he's in a very good position to make the most of this chance. Patrick Vieira plays it to Cristiano Ronaldo. It's great defending by Ahmed from Qatar. I think the fact that the players from Qatar have been decent in the global series as well goes to show that the competition is intense when it comes to such matches, because it's not just about you, it's about your country that you represent. And with that being said, there's so much of pressure on your shoulders. And one thing we know about our boy Charanjot, the fact that he's so young but he's so mentally strong, is something that is admirable. Plays it to Kylian Mbappe in a very good position, has the chance to give India the lead in the first game. Kylian Mbappe plays it to Pele, passes it to Cristiano Ronaldo. There we go, our first goal. As humble as always, Charanjot apologizes for the goal that he scored. I don't think so there was anything in that goal to be saying sorry for. What a fantastic goal we've seen from our man Charanjot. Beautiful play right from the right inside the right wing and cutting down and coming inside the box of Ahmed and scoring that first goal. That's a fantastic goal scored. And with that being said, India is 1-0 up against Qatar. We have to see how Ahmed responds, and tries to get Qatar back in the game. R9 with some really dangerous skills there. But great defending by Charanjot. Plays it out on the wings to Pele. Twisting and turning, as we all know, the dribbling is so important when you are playing FIFA 21. The difference that a pro player and a casual player has, the fact that you have so much of control on those sticks, on that controller stick. Uh, and it gives you the edge. That being said, Alfonso Davies in a very good chance, cuts it back again to R9, tries to play it to Mbappe, but great defending by Ahmed uh, inside his own box. It's quite an end-to-end game, to be very honest. We've seen Ahmed not taking any real chances in this game yet, but he has been lurking around the box of Charanjot, and it's only a matter of time that he gets a good chance. So, I mean, we all know about Charanjot's defensive play style, like how he defends. His player switching is on point, and he can stop those deadly attacks from all the really good players that we've seen in this region. R9 again. Virgil van Dijk has been so good for Charanjot in all the practice matches we've all seen over this course of time. Even when I've practiced against him, he is a really annoying defender, so to say, as we all know. CR7 in a very good position. Chance has a cutback. Calm and composed. Kylian Mbappe does a skill and gets a penalty. I think that was a chance to just shoot the ball for our second goal. But there we go. Ahmed, I think, panicked inside the box, committing from his Bruno Fernandes. And there we have the chance to go 2-0 up. Pele on the spot, saved by Neuer. That is some fantastic goalkeeping from Ahmed, I have to say, to be able to recover from his mistake. That was our chance, India's chance, to get our second goal. But obviously, these players from the Middle East region, they're so experienced, been competing for so many years. They know exactly what to do in these situations, and he did stop that penalty really well. Bruno Fernandes plays it to Ruud Gullit. Kylian Mbappe has a chance to attack, but again, Maldini. Look how aggressive Charanjot went with him to get that ball, because we all have seen the likes of Maldini and Virgil van Dijk playing for all these pro players, having the privilege to use an unlocked account. And the fact that Charanjot is controlling the ball so much goes to show the experience. Now he knows that he's been getting a lot of attacks, and he cannot be giving him the last chance of this half. But unfortunately, that will be going down to Ahmed. Plays a through ball, but the referee is happy with how things have gone in the first half. With that being said, India is up a goal against Qatar. Qatar's player, of course, Ahmed, has been really good in all the practice matches that we've seen. And Charanjot, of course, looks focused, as you can see on your screens. We need the support from our country. We need everybody to cheer for this young man, Charanjot, who hails from Chandigarh. What a beautiful player he is. What a beautiful FIFA player he is. He's got so many moves up his sleeves. And the fact that he is not faced by any challenge that comes his way, he is mentally so strong. I think that combination is really deadly. And Charanjot has been fantastic. I think a couple more chances, and this will be done and dusted. If you can understand the flow of the game, I think the momentum is with CJ. And with that being said, we are kicking off with the second half of this first game on PS4. So this is on PlayStation, and everybody did see the format, but I'm just going to talk about it again. The players, the two athletes representing our country, Charanjot Singh is playing on PlayStation, while Siddh Chandarana is going to be playing on Xbox. So this is the game for PlayStation, and hopefully, if things stay this way, Charanjot will be winning his first match on the PlayStation. Pele with some very good dribbling on the wings, plays it to Alfonso Davies. Patrick Vieira does a one-touch. Pele plays it to R9. has a chance to make it 2-0. Cristiano Ronaldo in a very good position. Oh, it has a bit overplay rather by Charanjot in order to get that second goal. I think Ahmed has been really good in terms of defending these attacks from CJ. As you all know how good CJ presses his opponents. He does not give any chance for the opponent to play those passes. Mbappe for Ahmed down the wings. Qatar has a chance to make amends and get this game back to square one. See, Bruno Fernandes plays it to Eusebio. You haven't seen a lot of Eusebio, to be honest. Even in these unlocked accounts, a lot of players prefer to play five-star skill moves. Players, and when I say five-star skill moves, it means players like Ronaldo, Neymar, Mbappe, who have the skills in them to pull off some fantastic moves. And that being said, Hullet in a very good position. Look at the press from Charanjot, not giving any sort of space to Ahmed whatsoever to attack. He's just been circling around Charanjot's box. Yeah, and with that being said, of course, Hullet taking on Hullet and winning that ball for CJ. I think the control is back for Charanjot. It's just something that he has to build upon. Cristiano Ronaldo gets the ball on the wings, tries to do a player lock, not successful, but still manages to keep the ball. Hullet plays it to Ronaldo in a very good position to hold off that pressure from Ahmed. Mbappe goes down the wing and tries to get that chance. That is some fantastic defending by Ahmed to stop that cheeky little run down the wings for Charanjot. Mbappe with a very good chance outside the box. Ruud Hullet plays it to Pele, twisting and turning. Pele is so good on the ball, as we all know, and it's the highest version of Pele in the game. So a lot of players are privileged to use that. Bruno Fernandes on a yellow card has to be careful for Ahmed with those tackles, otherwise it could be a problem for him with playing with 10 men rather, because we have seen being said, Carlos Alberto in a very good chance, has a very good chance inside the box, plays it back to Bruno Fernandes, but Vieira on point with his tackling for Charanjot. 70 minutes are up in this leg. So we all know it's a game. It's a 90-minute game, and the first match rather, you can say, will be going to Charanjot if it stays this way. And seen a lot of support in the chat from everybody following us and these players' journey right from the start. Seeing a lot of Indian flags in the chat, it looks really nice, and that is the support our athletes need to get that spot in Denmark. And this will be some very crucial 3 points if it stays this way. We haven't really seen any major attacks from Ahmed of Qatar, but he has been defending well as well. So, I mean, it's a very tight game still. Could go either way because there are still 15 minutes to go. That being said, Hullet plays it to Vieira. Tries to create a chance. Charanjot, extremely patient, plays it to Cristiano Ronaldo. Has that chance of doing a one-touch. R9 in a very good position. Does a couple of skills. That was some beautiful play by Charanjot. And some fantastic defending. That could be a costly mistake. Cristiano Ronaldo tries to fake around the keeper. But Manuel Neuer, what a brilliant save and a crucial save for the next 10 minutes of Ahmed to actually go and make the most of his attack. But again, snatched away. The fact that Charanjot has so much of control over this game, it would be really unfair to him, so to say, to concede a goal now. It would be so demotivating. So he has to stay focused. He has to make the most of his opportunity. Once he gets that second goal, I think that would seal the deal in our first game on PlayStation 4 in the FIFAe Nations Qualifiers 2021. Mbappe with a very good chance. Has a couple of skills, plays it to Ruud Hullet. Patrick Vieira to Cristiano Ronaldo. What a brilliant way to turn around. Plays it to Pele, and that pass was just not up to the mark. And another chance goes begging for Charanjot. That was a great chance to actually get that second goal, and that pass was really nice. But again, Virgil van Dijk, um, I'm pretty sure so many people like to say that Van Dijk is one of the best centre backs in the world, and he is showing that in game today for Charanjot that I am worth all the faith that you've put in. Last attack will be going to Ahmed, that plays it to Bruno Fernandes, but that is some fantastic defending by Vieira. And with that being said, the first game goes India's way, 1-0 to India in the first game, 3 points secured in the group stage, as we all saw in the video explaining how the points tally work. And Charanjot, as we all see on his phone, uh, probably texting his friends that I did win the first game for you guys. You don't have to worry. I got you. What a fantastic performance, Charanjot. The way he played, I think, was phenomenal. And of course, the second game would be now against Jassim of Qatar and our boy Janacid. Most of you all know him by Janacid, but his name is Siddh Chandarana, playing on Xbox. He's a young man from Mumbai, has been competing within India for a long, long time now. And his experience on Xbox goes to show that he can get the sort of a similar result to what Charanjot has, although we don't want him to miss so many chances as Charanjot unfortunately did. But I think he's really confident. You can see him on the screen. The athletes, it takes so much of preparation. It takes a lot of effort by the players to actually go ahead and get that. So if we could talk about Janacid now. He has been playing within India for a long time, as I said, and he has been performing really well in the online qualifiers as well. So I think we're going to be we do have some technical issues with Janacid, so it could be a while before we see him live on stream. But just to take you through his journey, he has won some local tournaments within India, has represented our country in an invitational tournament in Malaysia 2 years ago as well. So he has played alongside other pro players to give India a platform, actually, to give India a name globally in FIFA esports. And now that it's the first time India got their team officially up and running in the FIFAe Nations qualifiers, he is the one on Xbox playing our match, representing our country. And we've been seeing a lot of support for Charanjot in the chat. But now it's time to show our support to our boy Janacid, who is going to be taking on Jassim from Qatar. And we all know how players from the Middle East are. They're really good. They're really experienced, unlike us who have been given the opportunity for the first time when it comes to competing in these intense matches, you can say. But if you do have any questions for the athletes, if you do have anything that you would want to pass it on to the athletes, your wishes, your questions. Some of you might be curious as to how everything works. I'm more than happy to answer your questions, and I'll be seeing it in the comments. You can just type it out and not just support our boys, but to ask about how their journey has been, and I will be taking you through it. That is the case as of now. So it is taking some time for Genocide to come on the camera, but we will be seeing him shortly. So, guys, welcome back to the broadcast of Team India's matches in the FIFA eNations Qualifiers 2021, where we saw the first match being won by our boy Charanjot from Chandigarh. So, he did win his match 1-0, but now it's time for Genocide to go ahead and get that W for India once again. So, obviously, like I explained, everything about genocide. Because of the technicalities, we could not get genocide for a quick chat, but we will do so right after the game. So uh, don't you guys worry, we will get him on the stream to share his thoughts after the game is finished. So you see, a lot of time goes in these preparations. You have to be mentally so focused when it comes to these matches, especially when you're representing your country playing for the flag. So, I mean, Janacid, as talented as he is quite composed as well. We've seen him in a lot of tournaments over the course of these years where he has not been phased by the pressure, you can say. And with that being said, he is going up against. Just forgetting the name, I think. Apologies. But nonetheless, this is his team for the Xbox. This is the opponent's team, and we can see the normal pairing of Maldini and Virgil van Dijk that we saw in the match as well. And well, it's fair to say that these unlocked accounts provided by FIFA, like I mentioned earlier in the stream, that it's such a privilege as professional players to be able to use all these players that you want to use in the game and entertain the viewers as well. That's another thing, because you do not get to see these items you use in the matches. But nonetheless, this is a huge game for Team India. We've got a head start, 3 points in the bag in these group stages, and now we can see Genocide all set up, started his match recording, and now he's all set to take on Qatar in the second match against them. And it's basically how the format, I explained it to you earlier, the video explained it rather. But again, just to give you, everybody who's tuned in now, to give you a recap of how the format works actually. So in this, all group matches are separate. All matches will be counted as group stage matches. This is another game. So 3 points, 1 point for a draw, 3 points for a win, or 0 points for a loss. Every game is different, but there are two legs against each country, one on PlayStation, one on Xbox. And we also saw Charanjot winning his match on PlayStation against Qatar. And now, with that being said, Qatar kicking off in the same crest that they have, which is the black one, and India playing in our famous light blue kit. So, of course, Genocide is playing from right to left and has the possession, has the chance to get the first goal, get a head start, while Qatar players are, of course, as we all seen, such a close affair against Charanjot as well. Even though he did dominate the game, a 1-0 scoreline is always dicey when it comes to game of FIFA. So that being said, Genocide trying to attack down the wings. And Alfonso Davies plays it to Hullet. Has a chance inside the box, twisting and turning, trying to get a chance. Cristiano Ronaldo. You see that calm and composed dribbling from Genocide. That's his best part. He waits and waits for the opponent to come out and tackle, and then he pounces on that mistake. So it's fair to say Genocide, as soon as he gets his first chance, and he did have that chance, but I think it's just ran too much on the wings, which cost him it. He still has that chance to be able to play that pass, hits the post. It's kind of surprising to see. That's of course not what the player from Qatar wanted, because it's a terrible situation when things go out of control for you. But good for Genocide. He has built his momentum going into this game. He is, of course, confident after his teammate Charanjot got the first win. And it all comes down to Genocide to get those crucial 3 points which will give Team India 6 points on the table and a very good start going against other countries. Plays it out to Cristiano Ronaldo, passing very carefully. Of course, these players have to play on a red bar connection, which makes it even more difficult for all the players. But like we all say, improvise, adapt, overcome, and that's what these players have to do in these circumstances. R9 plays. That was a very good chance. He actually takes a shot, and great save by Edwin van der Sar there. It could be a costly mistake from Genesis. If I have to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, takes a shot and scores. Genesis would be absolutely gutted to concede that goal because that's not something you want to take a risk with your centre back inside the box. Van Dijk, of course, not the best dribblers of the ball, conceded that goal. But yeah, it's only the early stages of the game. It's only 20 minutes and great capitalization of the mistake by a player from Qatar. And he is going to make sure that he holds on to the lead, but it all comes down to Genesis actually to actually get back into this game because your morale as a player takes a hit, especially when you go down to a goal like that, and it's all about building yourself back up again, getting that chance, getting that first ray of hope, you can say, that you should have as soon as you go down. That first instant should be the right word, that I will come back in this game and I will score an equalizer. Of course, Genesis, as we all know him for being such a patient and such a composed player, needs your support in the chat right now because, and we all, like as always, talk about this. Whenever you're playing for the country, whenever you're playing for Team India, it's such a proud moment, and with everybody supporting him right now, it's fantastic to see how he's going to look at the game footage again, and he will look at it and say, so many people supported me for representing our country at such a huge stage, because this means everything to the e-athletes, and we're going to be making sure that we will pass on your messages to the athletes so that you could even have some questions and we'll try our best to answer. Carlos Alberto down the wings. Genesis has to be extremely careful if he has to defend this. And I just got the name of the Xbox player of Qatar, which is Jassim. Apologies if I couldn't get the name earlier. But Jassim on Qatar's Xbox team is playing this match. I don't know if any of you do know him, but these are some of the best players in the region playing for their country, and is up against Genesis at this point in time. Has a chance. Cristiano Ronaldo with a couple of skills, takes a shot. There we go. Cristiano Ronaldo with a great goal. Wonderful skill through the legs of the goalkeeper. That is the most satisfying thing in football, if not just in FIFA, to be able to score through the legs of the goalkeeper. And Genesis is back in the game with so much of support from the boys in the chat. And ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed one of the best goals that I've seen in terms of that skill, that cheeky little skill, you can say, by Genesis inside the box and scoring through the legs of Edwin van der Sar. And Jassim must be furious with his goalkeeper that why did he not save that? Now Genesis is going to build on this momentum. Last chance of this half. Can he make the most of this? Hullet tries to play it to Cristiano Ronaldo, but you can see from the stats that Genesis has had most of the possession in this game. Not a lot to show for it, but that goal was quite crucial. And even if the game finishes in a draw, for example, it would be still a very good result for Team India. So all in all, Genesis has got Team India back in the game, back in the contest, and all he has to do is now focus, because Jassim looks like a very good player, and we always do, as we always do in sports, but especially Team India, we have utmost respect for the athletes we are playing against. Always in every sport that you would see, Team India is always humble in victory, gracious in defeat, and respectable, massive respect for their opponents. So, no matter what the result is going to be, we will be expecting full sportsman spirit in the chat and across the whole nation. With that being said, Genocide is quite confident he will not let this game go by. I think he is so fired up after that equalizer. He's going to make the most of these chances that he is creating. Bruno Fernandes for Jassim plays it to Patrick Vieira. That midfield is quite interesting to see because I do not see a Ruud Gullit that we always see in a lot of all the FIFA fans know. And he just does a skill, and there we go. What a wonderful goal that is by Jassim. As we also sort of in exactly the skill that Genocide did to get that equalizer. Now Jassim has scored that goal to take the lead back for Qatar, and Genocide has to rethink a lot of things right now. He has to know that this opponent is good. This player is very good going forward. So it's only a matter of time that Genocide comes back into the game. He has that momentum. It's just that Jassim did play really well in that chance to go ahead and get that second goal. Being said, Genocide playing from left to right, of course, with the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Ruud Gullit, and all the players. Like I always said, these top players that the players get to use for such prestigious competitions, especially when it comes to the tournaments of FIFA. They have been giving a lot of good opportunities to all the players, and it's fantastic to see how the athletes respond to it. And what a fantastic goal that is, nonetheless, by Jassim. I have to say, that was some fantastic passing by Jassim to create that chance, to play it to R9 and slot it home. It's 3-1. The game has turned on its head. All the momentum that Genocide has taken a hit after conceding another goal, which we were not expecting to see. But like I always say, that it's how the sport is. Someone has to win, someone has to lose, but you keep fighting. And Genocide has a lot of time to come back into this game, because the way he's dribbling right now goes to show that he is searching for one opportunity that will turn the game on its head. Cristiano Ronaldo still has that chance, but solid defending by Jassim to stop that chance. And I mean, you can definitely say the contrast that you see between the players in Qatar itself. The fact that after losing that one game by Ahmed, he has given a lot of confidence to his teammate that go ahead and get that win for us. So that is shown by the athlete from Qatar. It's for Genocide to get that one goal back, and this game would be right back on. So let's see how this one goes. Plays it to Cristiano Ronaldo, has a very good chance. R9 around the box, twisting and turning, plays it to Cristiano Ronaldo. Another beautiful skill, and there we go. Just when I said it, yes, I am a professional FIFA player as well, and I can predict that there might be a chance, and that momentum has given Genocide. I could see it coming, and I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat, everybody watching, saw it coming too. That's a very crucial goal. That one goal is all you need to make a comeback in this game, and that Genocide has scored a wonderful goal. And we have to stay focused, is what everybody must be telling Genocide right now. That go ahead, come back in this game. Even a draw would suffice. Even a draw would be a good result for us to come back in this game. Obviously, Jassim is an experienced player, as you can see. He will be keeping a lot of the ball. He will be trying to frustrate Genocide here. And this is what professionals do. You have to play for the result. You cannot be careless. you have to be extremely focused to be able to get that strategy right and see off a game if you're winning. And with that being said, look at the possession that Jassim is keeping. And that could turn out to be a costly mistake. I have to say, Genocide, if presses him right, he will get that equalizer. And that is the kind of pressure he is putting on Jassim right now. Carlos Alberto has a chance to play to Ruud Gullit. Successful throw in. And now will build up from the back. Plays it out to Ruud Gullit. Bruno Fernandes. Calm and composed, twisting and turning. Another chance. Has the chance to get that shot away. Plays it to Mbappe. What a comeback from Genocide from 2 goals down. Exactly what I was talking about. The momentum was in his favor. All he needed was that 1 goal to come back into this game, and this goal was enough for Team India to get back into this game. And all the support in the chat has paid off for Genocide. He has been extremely focused with so much of pressing and determination to come back into this game. This is a delight to watch for everybody who's tuned in today and supporting Team India. What a game this has been. Now Jassim has a chance to take the lead again. Genocide has to be extremely careful because of Jassim's attack. And we're seeing so much of support in the chat. It's overwhelming, and all the athletes seeing it playing right now would be seeing this again and would be so grateful for this opportunity given by Indian football to play at this stage. As we all say, back the blue. And this is the time to back the blue because he has a chance to actually win this game from being 1-3 down and coming back into this game and waiting for that last chance. Look at the professionalism. Look at the sensible mindset of Siddh Chandarana, the young man from Mumbai, trying to create that last chance. Alphonso Davies plays it out to Bruno Fernandes, has that chance to get that pass in, but fantastic defending by Jassim. What a game this has been. 3-3. The game is finished. Like I said, it's a group stage format right now. So that is out of the possible 6 points. Team India has secured 4 points in their first 2 games, which is a massive result for everybody. Now that we have Genocide, you can see how irritated he is with himself for letting those 3 goals in because he knows he could have won that game. And of course, his opponent Jassim was really good. So fair play to him for putting up a fight against Genocide. We'll try and get Genocide for a quick chat if possible. We'll try and get him for a conversation after this game. So let's see if we can connect to him and then quickly have a chat with our E-Tiger. Might be a while before we get Genocide on the mic. So we're just waiting for him to join us on the stream. So I think we do have Genocide on the stream with us. Genocide, how are you feeling after that game? What a fantastic game that was. I think you did perform really well. It was the fact that you came back from 3-1 down to 3-0. How does that feel? Maybe we are facing some technical issues with his mic. I will get a heads up if we are able to have a chat with Genocide. But until then, let's just show you guys a quick video of how the group stage and how the format works, like we showed it again earlier as well, how the group stage works and how do you qualify for the grand finals in Copenhagen.
Welcome to the FIFA eNations Series 2021, where nations from all around the world lay it all on the line to compete in the FIFA eNations Cup. The FIFA eNations Series is split into 5 different zones: South America, North and Central America, Asia and Oceania, Middle East and Africa, and Europe. To make it to the FIFA eNations Cup, the nations must battle it out in their zone's online qualifiers. Online qualifiers begin with a group stage that leads into a knockout stage. Each nation chooses 2 players to represent their country in 1v1 games. One game is played on PS4 and the other is played on Xbox. Each zone has a dedicated number of available spots at the final. Only the best teams secure the dedicated spots and join the host nation Denmark at the FIFA eNations Cup. On August 20th to 22nd, 24 of the best nations will come together in Copenhagen to compete for national pride. Nations will choose a total of 3 players to represent their country on the hunt for ultimate glory. Which nation has what it takes to bring home the FIFA eNations Cup 2021 title this year? Follow all the action on FIFA.gg.
So that was the video right there explaining everything that you need to know about the FIFA Nations Online Qualifiers and how Team India's participation comes where it matters. The first ever eNational scored, and well, I'm delighted to be a part of it, but I'm here to show you guys how the E-Tigers that are playing currently, Charanjot and Genesid, have been playing in this tournament. So great results. As if anybody's tuned in now, welcome in to the official live broadcast of Indian football's matches in the FIFA Nations Online Qualifiers 2021. Charanjot won his first game 1-0 against Ahmed from Qatar, and Genesid drew his match 3-3 against Yasim on Xbox. Now we'll be going for a short break until 6:30. We will be back for our second round of fixtures. So be right back. Hello and welcome back to the official broadcast of Indian football's matches in the FIFA eNations Qualifiers 2021. My name is Lokmanu06. I am part of the eNational squad, and I will be taking you through all the games for Team India in this tournament. So we also how we played against Qatar in the first two matches. If you all tuning in just now, I will give you all an update as to how we fared up on PlayStation and on Xbox. Charanjot, the young man from Chandigarh, won his match 1-0 against Ahmed from Qatar, and Genesis, Siddh Chandarana rather, was 1-3 down on his Xbox match, but did manage to finish 3-3 against Jassim from Qatar on Xbox. So that gives Team India 4 points on this table. Every match has a determined result. So 3 points for winning, 1 point for a draw, and 0 points for a loss. So Team India, out of the possible six, we have 4 points to ourselves. Now we are playing against Kuwait. Kuwait, of course, a very renowned team in FIFA esports in the Middle East. Has some good players, of course. But Charanjot, as you can see on his screen, preparing for his match this time, he is going to be facing against Kuwait. And as you guys can see on the screen, these are unlocked accounts for all the players getting that privilege to use the best FUT cards, which is FIFA Ultimate Team cards, in the game. Courtesy to FIFA, of course, for giving the platform and the opportunity to game. But now it's Team India's chance to get another 3 points on the table and give us the advantage over such amazing nations in this tournament. That being said, we kick off in the orange kit this time, not the blue one. An orange kit, as of course, looks really nice to the eye as well. And Charanjot is playing from left to right. And Kuwait's PlayStation player. I'm just going to get the names shortly. I think it's Abdul Al Resh, who is playing on PlayStation, if I am not wrong. I'll just confirm that in a bit. Patrick Vieira plays it to Carlos Alberto. Some nice passing there from the young man from Chandigarh. As you can see, his focus is on the screen. It's so nice to see looking at the athletes when they are competing, their reactions, their focus, their determination going into each game as to how much concentration, how much focus you have to put in the game just for those 15 minutes. The hard work is of so many years. So Charanjot, of course, representing our country at the highest stage, has a chance to give us the lead. And that being said, still has a chance. Pele looking inside the box, just waiting for that one opportunity to convert. Patrick Vieira to Kylian Mbappe does a lovely fake, probably a bit too much, just for Abdul Resh to take that ball away from him. I think the fact that both the players, as I know about Abdul, he's really good going forward. I think it's going to be a fantastic game to see because Kuwait has really good FIFA players, like I mentioned earlier, in this region. It's so competitive, but our boy Charanjot is no less. And like I just said, both the players are so good while going forward, and that's the first goal for Kuwait. He did create a very good chance. I think Charanjot just could not stop that because that was a fantastic pass, you have to say. And that finish from R9 was incredible. So, of course, a setback for our boy Charanjot right at the start of this game. But as we all know, how he comes back into this game always, how he builds the momentum. He lets his players play first, like he lets his opponent plays around first, and he sees how he will play. But like Arnab in the chat just said, we will come back stronger. It's really nice to see all the comments and all the support for our Tigers. And with that being said, Charanjot will build upon this, as we saw in the last game for Siddh Chandarana, who was 1-3 down and came back to make it 3-3 in that game. I think it's fair to say that Charanjot can do the same, probably even score two quick goals to come to take the lead even. Who knows? Because that's the quality that we know about Charanjot. Patrick Vieira, That's a really good shape by Abdul in terms of defending for Kuwait. Uh, Charanjot has to be extremely patient, dribbling uh, with that 99 Pele. Vieira, calm and composed, plays it to Ruud Gullit, has a chance, played inside the box. That's a good tackle from Gullit on Gullit to win the ball back for Kuwait. Cristiano Ronaldo plays it to Gullit. Pele down the wings. Like I had mentioned earlier, the attack of Abdul is really good, as I have seen in the Global Series qualifiers as well. He's a very good player. And just trying to build on his 1-0 lead is going to take some time for Charanjot to get a grip of this game, especially when you go down by a goal and you can't get it back quickly. As a professional FIFA player, you have to be extremely patient. You have to give all your focus into not scoring, not conceding, rather, another one. And Charanjot has successfully fended off that attack. Kylian Mbappe plays it to Cristiano Ronaldo. Vieira probably wanted to play that pass to Pele from the looks of it, but as we all know, the distance is so much between India and Kuwait, and the fact that we have to see this connection thing as well as FIFA players. So it does take a lot of time to adapt, as we all know. But let's show our support to Charanjot in the chat. Everyone already saying, go on Charan, let's focus. And that's exactly what we need from the beautiful people that have tuned into today's official broadcast of the FIFA eNations qualifiers. And all the Team India matches will be broadcasted here. As you can already see, we are already running with our second game. To people who've tuned in just now, we won our fixture against Qatar on PlayStation and we drew our match on Xbox. So 4 points out of the possible 6 for Team India confirmed against Qatar. And now we're playing Kuwait, down by a goal as of now. And I have to say, Abdul has played really well for Kuwait. But it's only a matter of time before our boy Charanjot gets that equalizer. Pele inside the box, twisting and turning, had that chance to finish off that goal. He still has that chance. I think he overplayed it, to be very honest. Cristiano Ronaldo should have taken a shot, and that should have been a goal. We saw exactly a similar goal like how he scored before as well in the Global Series qualifiers. Everyone following Charanjot's journey, but we still have that chance. The goalkeeper misses it. Cristiano Ronaldo misses it, and somehow it's safe and sound at the feet of Alphonso Davies. I think that wave of attack from Charanjot was really good. The fact that he has to be a little more composed, he has to try and adapt to his opponent's gameplay right now is extremely crucial. Kylian Mbappe down the wings, taking advantage from the referee to build on that attack. Cristiano Ronaldo plays it back to Kylian Mbappe. That's a beautiful through ball. Cristiano Ronaldo again takes a heavy touch inside the box. And that's it. The referee is satisfied with the first half, blows the whistle. That was a chance for Charanjot to get his equalizer, to get Team India back into this game. But a heavy touch, and that costed us that chance. But nonetheless, the player from Kuwait, Abdul, has played really, really well up till now. And Charanjot has shown a lot of promise as soon as he went down by a goal. Resuming the match at 1-0 for Kuwait, the second half is kicking off. And Abdul from Kuwait is playing from left to right in that light bluish kit, I have to say. Whereas Charanjot from India is playing from right to left in that orange kit. We've all been seeing courtesy to EA for giving the Indian kits in the game. Cristiano Ronaldo with the chance. That is some fantastic goalkeeping from Edwin van der Sar to deny Charanjot once again. But we see the momentum building. That was a very good chance. Should have been a goal. But fantastic goalkeeper movement there by Abdul to stop that chance. But Charanjot is building the momentum, as we all can see. He's giving it, he's giving his all to actually come back into this game. It's only a matter of time that everyone's support in the chat will get him across the finishing line. It's a bit too much open in terms of defending. Great defending by Charanjot. Maldini with one of the most clutch defending you can say for Charanjot to save from conceding another goal. Abdul, like I said, very good player. Have to give respect where it's due, and we all always do that at Indian football. Sportsman spirit, sportsmanship above everything else, and we know the quality of both these players and how they have reached at this stage of this game. But Charanjot, of course, our man, our E-Tiger, will give his best to come back into this game. Zambrota is kind of rotating the ball a lot. Abdul trying to play down the wings on either side of CJ's defense. But CJ has to be focused. He cannot let Abdul score another goal. He cannot let Kuwait score another goal if he has any chance of coming back into this game. Trying to keep his shape with all the attack that's been thrown at him by Abdul. Pele does a directional nutmeg there, as the skill is called in game. One of the most effective skill moves to all the young enthusiasts watching the game, wanting to become better at FIFA. These are some of the skill moves you have to look at while playing the game. Pull it in a very promising position for Charanjot. Can make the most of this attack. With a pause queued, 65 minutes have gone by in this game, and Charanjot is down by a goal with a lot of promise shown in the attack. He had that one chance from Cristiano Ronaldo, two chances in the first half, and then another one in the second half where he could have scored that equalizer, but he still has time. He still has a lot of time. So 25 minutes still to go in this game. Can Charanjot come back into this game? Let's see some support in the chat by everybody watching the stream today. Goalkeeper punching it away, but Charanjot still has a chance. Van Dijk plays it to Ruud Gullit, looking outside the box, trying to find a space. Bruno Fernandes plays it to Kylian Mbappe, has that chance to directly go inside the box. Look at the number of bodies defending for Abdul, as obvious as it is, because he is up by a goal and every match counts. It is not a two-leg affair. It is solely based on every match. R9 in a very good position, keeps going inside the box, plays it to Pele. What a fantastic goal that is from Charanjot. That's what we know him for. That beautiful build-up. That is the kind of FIFA you will see from our E-Tigers. And what a fantastic, fantastic goal there by Charanjot, building it up so patiently, going all the way down the byline with R9 and then cutting it back to his compatriot, Brazilian compatriot, the two absolute legends from Brazil who have ever played this game, to come back into this game. And what a fantastic goal that was. But Abdul has a very good chance once again. Beautiful defending by Virgil van Dijk. I think that's rock solid, as we call it, how Virgil van Dijk has been so good. For Charanjot at the back, has a chance to actually take the lead. Cristiano Ronaldo once again does that really overpowered skill in this game. Tries to play a pass inside the box, just fended off at the last minute. You can see the pressure building up. It's like a pressure cooker. Oh, is going to burst. Kylian Mbappe overplays it once again. I think that was a chance. Should have been buttered. This is the second time Charanjot had a clear shot on goal, but he kind of missed it. And that's the pressure that comes with it of being an E-Tiger playing at this level. I think the fact that you are playing with so many people watching, so much of pressure to take your team to Copenhagen. As we all know, the top two teams from the six teams competing in this region, the nations competing in this region, will be going to Copenhagen, Denmark on August 20th to represent their country. So obviously, with so much on the line, you have a lot of pressure on you when you are playing. Cristiano Ronaldo does a couple of skills, has a chance. R9 fake shots on his left foot. That is one of the most magical moments we have seen in this game. The passing, the focus, the energy, the determination to come back from being a goal down to actually taking the lead and putting Team India front once again. What a player he is. India's number one for a reason. Third in the West Asia region for a reason. What a player this young man from Chandigarh is. We all can see his family must be so proud. Everybody watching the stream is so proud of this 18-year-old wonder kid. Like I say, as a player myself, it is not easy to play against him. And it's the aggression, it's the passion, it's the determination, it's the zeal to come back from being a goal down and facing such a tough opponent from Kuwait in our first season for the first ever FIFAe Nations Cup 2021 for Team India, and our guys performing so well. Look at that tackle. Look at that fantastic tackle. And then Cristiano Ronaldo is on his bike once again, trying to race away from Maldini, but somehow was stopped on the byline for Abdul Al-Resh. I think that's some fantastic gameplay, but last chance of the game will go to him. This could be a very difficult moment for Charanjot. Defends off really well. Still has to go and defend that chance. Pele scores right at the death for Kuwait and getting that one goal back, getting that draw. I think that was quite unfortunate after defending so well, but have to give it to Abdul for attacking in that fashion. Somehow gets away from Maldini right at the end. And with that being said, this game is finished. The referee is having none of it now. 2-2 is the final scoreline on the PlayStation leg against Kuwait. Charanjot came down from being 1-0 down to finishing the game at 2-2. We saw some crazy excitement. What a beautiful game of FIFA that was. Kudos to Abdul Al-Resh for actually getting that equalizer right in time. But as we all saw, RE Tiger Charanjot, fantastic, phenomenal, as we all call him, the magic he does on that virtual pitch. But I think if I have to talk about this game, it was going to be a very close affair as always. But there we go. Now everybody tuning in now who did not understand or does not know about how the online qualifiers work, we will be showing you quickly the explainer video which talks about how the teams will be competing in this region and what are the teams and how many spots there are for the finals in Copenhagen. Let's have a look at it.
Welcome to the FIFA eNations Series 2021, where nations from all around the world lay all on the line to compete in the FIFA eNations Cup. The FIFA eNations Series is split into 5 different zones: South America, North and Central America, Asia and Oceania, Middle East and Africa, and Europe. To make it to the FIFA eNations Cup, the nations must battle it out in their zone's online qualifiers. Online qualifiers begin with a group stage that leads into a knockout stage. Each nation chooses 2 players to represent their country in 1v1 games. One game is played on PS4 and the other is played on Xbox. Each zone has a dedicated number of available spots at the final. Only the best teams secure the dedicated spots and join the host nation Denmark at the FIFA eNations Cup. On August 20th to 22nd, 24 of the best nations will come together in Copenhagen to compete for national pride. Nations will choose a total of 3 players to represent their country on the hunt for ultimate glory. Which nation has what it takes to bring home the FIFA eNations Cup 2021 title this year? Follow all the action on FIFA.gg.
Well, that was the video to explain everything you need to know about the FIFA eNations Qualifiers 2021 and how Team India's participation is is present in this competition. Now, courtesy to, of course, FIFA E for explaining this video to everybody who's trying to understand the format and trying to understand how the E-Tigers or all the players will qualify. I mentioned E-Tigers because I'm confident that our athletes can make it to the top 2. There's some fantastic FIFA that we saw from Charanjot, and of course, quite unlucky, I have to say, but to concede that last second goal, it's obviously quite demotivating for a player to concede right at the death of the game. But like I said, Siddh is going to be playing. Siddh Chandarana, apologies. Siddh is his game attack, so a lot of people know him through that. Now we'll be taking a look at Siddh's game on Xbox. I think the fact that he is such a wonderful player, and last game also he was down by 2 goals. He was 1-3, and he made it 3-all to give Team India that crucial 1 point. So now in this game, we'll be seeing how Siddh fares up against Otman from Kuwait. We'll be going off straight into this game now. We'll be seeing Siddh on cam shortly, and we'll be starting off the game. So let's see how we perform in the Xbox leg now that we've drew our PS leg 2-all in our first game. This is going to be absolutely crucial, and let's see how this one goes. The support from everyone in the chat has been phenomenal. And everybody tuning in now, welcome to the official broadcast of Indian football for all our matches in the FIFA eNations Series Online Qualifiers 2021. That being said, we can see Siddh about to invite his opponent, which is going to be Otman from Kuwait. As you guys can see, Siddh preparing. That's how all the E-athletes prepare for their matches, and he has to be extremely focused now that the game is going to start in just a bit. If you have any questions for the E-athletes, apart from motivating them in the chat and supporting them, asking how their journey has been and how they have had the opportunity to represent Indian football at this stage for the first time, for the first ever eNational squad for Team India. And these E-Tigers have been fantastic throughout the competition that was held to select these E-Tigers. And now in these qualifiers, I think the fact that we have played 3 matches and haven't lost a single game is a huge, huge motivation, quite a confidence booster, I would say, because when these athletes started off, they never dreamt of playing in these tournaments so soon. Now that India have been given an opportunity, I think it's incredible to see how we've been performing in our first season itself as a FIFA esports competitive nation. So there we go. We are starting off against the Xbox match between India and Kuwait. The fact that Siddh is preparing, we can all see on his camera, having hydrating himself and prepared for this really, really interesting game lined up for all of us. Let us know in the comments, who do you think is going to Denmark? Just something that we all know, of course, it's going to be Team India 1. Everybody's going to say that. But who do you think, apart from us, could make it to the top 2? Let's show our support to the boys, and let's see some of the predictions from everyone in this region. Like we have Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi, South Africa, UAE, and Team India. So we'll be playing against every nation now, and we've already played against Qatar. We're starting off with Kuwait now. First match, 2-all draw. So Team India is on 5 points at the moment with 1 win and 2 draws. If we win this match, we will go on to 8 points. And that being said, Januzaj straight away at the attack. Kylian Mbappe twisting and turning inside the box, but just wasn't enough to break down Otman's defense from Kuwait. Another corner has that chance to give his best and get that first goal, the early goal that all the FIFA players are always looking for, because that's so crucial in a game of competitive FIFA. Bruno Fernandes on the corner detail launches it to Cristiano Ronaldo, the fellow Portuguese. Headed away well by Otman there to save that wave of attack coming from Siddh Chandarana, and has the possession, trying to make the most of it. I think the fact that Kuwait players have so much of patience. This is what I have noticed personally in terms of playing this way. They have a lot of patience to build up, and that's one thing that Genocide has to be careful about when it comes to this match. Patrick Vieira plays it to Pele. Back to Vieira. Some nice, fantastic passing there we see from Otman. He has to be on point to be able to save that goal. But that being said, like I said, the attack has been really good from Otman, and that gives him the first goal. Kuwait taking the lead in this game once again. And we saw Charanjot going down by a goal, but coming back, making it 2-1, and unfortunately conceding at the last second. I hope Genocide can once again make a comeback. So it's always the case whenever you're playing against such tough opponents, especially these nations who have been playing, who've been competing in FIFA esports since a long time. It is going to be a challenge for Team India because it's our first year. And the kind of experience and the kind of determination our players have shown to come back again and again and to face off that experience from these pros is fantastic to see. And I'm pretty sure that our E-Tigers have it in them to make a comeback in this game. Ruud Gullit plays it to Zambrotta. It's time to build the play up for Otman, trying to do his best to keep a hold of the ball and take another goal above. Siddh Chandarana has to defend extremely well to keep Team India in this particular matchup. Pele plays it to Vieira now. Gullit doing a lot of different skills outside the box of Siddh Chandarana, the young man from Mumbai representing Team India at such a huge level. Defends the attack really well. Now has the chance to attack from the back, starting once again rotating, as we all call it in football. Just have to be extremely patient with the possession. R9 plays it to Cristiano Ronaldo. Somehow got the ball. Still has a chance to make that move count. Cristiano Ronaldo twisting and turning inside the box, plays it to R9. That is some fantastic dribbling. Plays it to Cristiano Ronaldo. And there we go. That is one of the most amazing goals you will be seeing in a long time. Fantastic passing. That's almost like the tiki-taka days we used to see in real football from FC Barcelona. So I think the fact that we all know that FIFA is all about fast passing and some skills. What a fantastic goal that we have seen from Genocide there. Quality, absolute quality. Has to be careful rather not to concede another goal, because every time Genocide has conceded a goal, he has come back. So that shows his determination, his passion, his zeal to stay in this game. And that's a chance for R9. What a chance that was. And ideally, it should have been a goal, if I have to say. R9 does not miss that. But for all the supporters for Team India, that's such a relief, that chance not going in. Virgil van Dijk, look at the pressure You see from Otman putting all his players to try and win the ball, and that pressure could end up costing him. If that is a through ball out on the wings, that's exactly what Genocide has done. But Mbappe, not see him tracking back that much, but gets the ball back for Otman. Plays it to Zambrota. R9. Solid defending. Solid defending from Siddh Chandarana to get the ball back. Now it's his chance to build up that momentum. We've always been seeing the likes of Siddh Chandarana being absolutely patient when it comes into the midfield, and he is one player you would vouch for to get those really nice goals, especially the ones with so much of finesse in them. But this time, not good enough. And that's R9. Ball rolls it inside the keeper to the relief of Siddh Chandarana and the whole of India, actually. The fact that he did not do the skill in the opposite direction, which would have beaten the keeper and scored a goal. Great goalkeeper movement, if there was any, or by the pressure of the goalkeeper, by bringing him forward by Siddh Chandarana to stop that goal, and has the chance to make the most of this. Pele inside the box, plays it back to Ruud Gullit. Couple of skills there, waiting for his right opportunity. Otman has defended really well, and this is what we do. Respect the opponents for their amazing play style, and have to give it to Otman for defending so well in this particular match. That being said, the first half is concluded. Referee is happy with how the things have been. 1-1 to both the teams. Team India, of course, 61% possession for Team India, 39% possession for Kuwait. We can see that Team India looks to be the dominant team in terms of possession, but the chances that Kuwait has had is absolutely, I would use the word scary for Siddh Chandarana, because he knows that one more chance like this and Otman will not miss this one. So he has to be careful while defending. He has to make the most of his attacks and not concede any goal to keep Team India in this fixture and try and get the maximum points possible from this particular match. Genocide, of course, attacking from right to left for Team India. Cristiano Ronaldo has a couple of skills. Ruud Gullit has a chance to play it to R9, trying to find space inside the box, lurking around the box, trying to find the best possible player to play it into. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a brilliant fake shot. Actually, tried to cancel that, but Bruno Fernandes still has the chance. Brilliant snatch right outside the box. Bruno Fernandes tries to play it to Pele, but fantastic defending from Ruud Gullit of Otman. Another corner taken. I think Siddh Chandarana is heavily relying on these corners in this particular match, and fair to say so, because he has the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, who we all know what an athlete he is, would jump and get all those headers like how he does in real life. Bruno Fernandes plays it to Kylian Mbappe. Has a chance to make the most of this. R9 plays it to Cristiano Ronaldo. Intercepted by the Dutchman, Van Dijk there. Some amazing FIFA I've seen in all these matches up till now. Otman with a chance. Fantastic defending once again by Maldini. The fact that this is such a close affair, it's so nerve-wracking for me, having the wonderful opportunity to cast this game for Indian football and for everybody in the chat watching the stream today. It's so nerve-wracking for the players, for the fans, for the whole team, for the federation, who were given this wonderful opportunity to all the players competing, our E-Tigers. And the pressure on them is a lot, which is why you see some of the simple chances being left wide open by these players, because they're only human. So You have to give it to them. But that's a chance for Cristiano Ronaldo. How did that not go in? That should have been a goal. Cristiano Ronaldo does not miss that usually. And you have to feel bad for Siddh Chandarana for creating that sort of a chance to give Team India the lead, and Cristiano Ronaldo disappointing him at a stage where it matters the most. He's still attacking, confident, making the most of his chances. Now is the time for him to convert all these chances into a goal. He has put a lot of pressure on Ottoman in the second half. Hasn't given him a lot of the ball. Bruno Fernandes plays it out to Ruud Gullit, just trying to be extremely careful, extremely confident with his build-up. He's trying to find the space inside the box. R9 does a beautiful skill again. Edwin van der Sar saving that chance. I think we've seen some amazing goalkeeping by all the players in the tournament. I've seen up until now the fact that they've saved them, even for Team India, like Siddh, Edwin van der Sar bailed him out in the first half. That's a great pass to Kylian Mbappe. He is onside, has the chance to make the most of this. Kylian Mbappe inside the box. What a block that is by the Dutch rock. Virgil van Dijk extending his trailing leg out to stop that shot from none other than Kylian Mbappe. Had that block not been there, the goalkeeper would not be able to save that. R9 in a very strange position for Ottoman. Runs back into the attack. That's a very silly mistake. Can Siddh Chandarana capitalize on that? Can Team India make the most of this? Pele plays out to Bruno Fernandes. Van Dijk, Carlos Alberto. The patience, the commitment, the desire to get that goal. Eye of a tiger for this E-Tiger playing for Team India. Still has the chance. Plays out to Pele. Fantastic dribbling there and a lot of composure shown by Ottoman to defend off these attacks. Ronaldo in a very good position. It's the post. That is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. At this stage of the game, you do not expect Cristiano Ronaldo's highest version in the game to miss two sitters. For him to be one of the best players in the world and missing that chance, that must be heartbreaking for Team India at this stage, especially Siddh Chandarana, aka Janacid, trying to make the most of his chances. I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat on the stream right now must be so disappointed with such simple chances not going our way. And if we drop these 2 points, it's going to be quite unfortunate. But he's waiting for the last attack, trying to pass around the ball. That is some nice game management from Siddh Chandarana, trying to not give him the last chance. Like we saw in Charanjot's case, he unfortunately conceded a last-minute goal. But now Janacid has that chance of going forward. But Bruno Fernandes just did not play it in the right path. And with that being said, that's another draw for Team India against Kuwait. I think the fact that Cristiano Ronaldo disappointed so much is going to be a turning point. It's going to be actually a very difficult thing going forward in this game. But yeah, that's how it is. Team India with 6 points from the 4 matches of FIFA that we've seen. So it could have been 12 points, but it is 6 points at this moment. So 1 win, 2 draws. It's 3 draws, apologies. And we are at 6 points in the group stages for the FIFAe Nations Qualifiers 2021. We'll go for a short break and we will be back at 7:30 for our next fixture. So stay tuned, keep supporting our boys, our E-Tigers, and we will be back shortly. Welcome back, guys, to the official broadcast of Indian football for the FIFA eNations 2021. Apologies for just jumping on the stream like that because the match started a bit early. So here we are with Team India playing against UAE now, and Charanjot playing in that blue kit, the prestigious blue kit of India, has a chance to take the lead. That is quite some goalkeeping there by Edwin van der Sar for the UAE PS4 player. I think this match is poised to be um, a fantastic game actually because UAE has one of the best FIFA players in this region. Like I always say, I've been competing in this region myself, so I know that these countries have some phenomenal players with them, and Saranjot will have to give a fight. So to say, to get these crucial 3 points that are much needed for Team India right now. That being said, R9 has a chance, does a scoop turn, and that's a fantastic goal by none other than Prime Icon Moments R9. That's a fantastic finish. Charanjot, as composed as he can be. This 18-year-old wonder kid is nothing but phenomenal, as we all know, because of the way he plays, the aggression, the passion, the zeal. Like I always mention, with these young athletes competing, plays it 2R9, but well intercepted by Maldini for the UAE. That's a great through ball. Has a chance now to equalize, but to the much relief of the whole of Team India and all the fans supporting. It's that was not the best chip shots attempted by UAE, but the fact that pressure that he's putting on Charanjot right now is gonna be quite a hassle for Charanjot to defend these attacks because, like I said, UAE has really good FIFA players, and you can see that with the attacking display that he is putting on right now against Sari Tiger Charanjot. It's only a matter of time before we see this game going as it's obviously quite frantic, so to say, but it's only a matter of time before this game becomes even more exciting because with so much on the line, as we all saw in the explainer video earlier, to ever tuning in just now, a little explanation to the whole concept of FIFA Nations Qualifiers 2021 from the Middle East and Africa region, which India is a part of. There are only going to be two teams, two nations out of the 6 nations that are going to Copenhagen later this year in August. So everybody is fighting for those top 2 spots, and for that you have to finish in the top 4 in the group stages. And India has 6 points out of the possible 12. But if we win this game, then it will be 9 points to the much relief and to the much deserved to, so to say, in terms of the last matches that we've played and not got ourselves those 3 points. But like we always say, sportsman spirit is of the utmost quality when it comes to Indian football and all its athletes. We give a lot of respect to our opponents, and we have to be aware of their capabilities to hurt us if we are not playing well. So that's how it has been in the past 2 games we've seen. But with that being said, Charanjot has been phenomenal in his attacking prowess. Pele, that's a great chance. Again, fended off by Van der Sar. That was a great chance to put India up by 2 goals. Mbappe again does a bridge, goes by the byline. This is Charanjot's signature move, getting inside the box and then going all the way to the byline and then making the most of his chances. Pele launches it to Cristiano Ronaldo again. The Dutchman, Van der Sar, bailing out UAE. But not for long. That's a fantastic corner routine from R9. He takes a shot, finesse shot, and R9 does not miss. Fantastic goal by the young man from Chandigarh, just 18 years of age. And you look at the composure, you look at the talent this man has. Ari Tiger has put India up by 2 goals, and he is absolutely on fire. He knows that he has to get as many goals as possible to avoid any more slip ups that we've seen in the previous matches. Charanjot was quite comfortably up by 2-1, although he did take the lead in the 85th minute in his last PlayStation game. But he ended up conceding right at the death, which took away those crucial 2 more points that Team India could have had in the group stage. But now he has to put all his focus in defending these attacks, and what a fantastic tackle that is by Maldini, just pouncing on his Ronaldo and just taking away the ball from him. Virgil van Dijk, another fantastic interception. That is, I think this game is going to be quite end-to-end considering how UAE players are good with their attacking display. Ruud Gullit plays it to Cristiano Ronaldo, and like I said, the momentum was building up, and it's the 45th minute, of course, the last attack of the first half. That being said, the referee blows the whistle, and India is up by 2 goals to 1. The much relief of all the fans and everybody supporting Team India, we're still up by a goal, but these are testing times. We have to be extremely focused. That's what every fan and every person supporting our E-Tigers must be saying. And of course, our young E-Tiger has a plan, has a game plan to extend this lead and not give away those crucial points once again, because like I always say, this is the last match of today for Team India, and you have to go with a strong mindset into day two every time you play qualifiers. As a professional player myself, I can say this. So there has to be a positive result for both the athletes today who can get that win for India, taking us into day two with a win. R9 gets really lucky, but that's offside. The much relief of UAE and all the fans supporting their country. Again, that's 2 offsides in the span of 10 seconds. Not something we see quite often, but kind of a risky play from Charanjot by just pulling off his centre back all the way from his position to coming out and intercepting that pass. Sometimes it can be risky. It's like a risk versus reward situation, as we call it in FIFA esports. That's a pass to R9. Vieira saving UAE there because he's one of the best defensive players in the game. And that was a very important tackle on R9 to stop another goal. Stop conceding another goal for UAE. And that being said, Cristiano Ronaldo, aggressive. So aggressive inside UAE's box. But just not enough to capitalize on that attack and extend the lead further. Kylian Mbappe down the wings. Has the chance. Tries to player lock it. But that's a goal kick. To much surprise of Charanjot. So been expecting a corner kick. And we all know how dangerous corner kicks are in this version of FIFA. We've always seen, especially we saw how Y2 Harti from Saudi scored 3 goals on Charanjot in the West Asia qualifier number 3. So that's something that you learn yourself after being a victim to it. And this time, Charanjot is trying his level best to make the most of those corners as and when he gets them. Vieira plays it to Alphonso Davies. Couple of players behind his back trying to take the ball away from him, successful in doing so. Charanjot has to be very careful in keeping this lead alive. He had a 2-goal cushion down to 1 right at the death of the first half, but he's trying to score another goal which will probably seal this matchup. And you see the pressure being put by the young man from Chandigarh. Is trying his level best to put on the pressure, win the ball high up the pitch, and get that 3rd goal for Team India, because that's what Team India needs right now. They need those crucial 3 points for the group stage, because you have to finish in the top four to be able to qualify for the knockout stages, which will be held day after. So today is the last fixture for PlayStation for Team India, and Xbox will be played shortly after. It's the post. What a chance that was from R9 for the UAE player. Tries to turn back inside. That's some fantastic dribbling you see. Like I've been saying, the UAE FIFA players have been really good, and that was a fantastic chance by R9. The much relief of Charanjot and all the Indian fans. He hit the post with Mbappe with a chance. Can possibly cross it and make the most of the missed chance on the other side. But the pressure is being put on Charanjot right now. It's a nail biting moment. Last 15 minutes of this game could turn out to be extremely crucial for Team India in these group stages. R9 plays it to Rude Hullet, managed to get the ball somehow, but to the much relief of RE Tiger, Charanjot saves it from being another goal. He has to manage the game. He has to be careful and not concede another goal at this time, because these points are extremely crucial. Like I'm saying it again and again. Hullet plays it to Mbappe, has a chance to lay it off to Hullet on the wings. He will somehow keep it in. Fantastic La Croqueta cancelled. Kylian Mbappe has the chance to get that third goal. Cristiano Ronaldo plays it to R9. That's it. That seals the deal. 83rd minute. That's our third goal. And the fans of Team India, to the much joy and delight and relief for everybody watching this game right now, supporting Team India. This is fantastic to see. But he has to defend this chance off. Ronaldo hits the post. Quite unlucky, if I have to say, for the PlayStation player of UAE. But that's R9 on the run again. Could have had that fourth goal, rather. But that is fantastic, fantastic defending. He's putting on the pressure. Even if he gets that one goal, Charanjot should be able to see this one out. But I don't think that is likely, because he is going for. I think he should be going for another goal, but concedes the possession in a very dangerous place. Plays it to Pele on the run. Is almost going to be a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Can Charanjot score this one? Does a ball roll, takes a shot at the near post. But that is sealed. 3 points sealed for Team India on PlayStation 4 against UAE. And that's enough of it. The referee is happy with the game, shakes the hand of R9 for scoring that hat trick, gives him the match ball. And as you guys can see, that was a fantastic game from RE Tiger Charanjot. Fair play to the PlayStation player of UAE. Apologies, I could not get his name at the moment, but I will surely mention it later in the stream. He was very good. He did give a great fight to RE Tiger, but there we go. Those 3 points, extremely, extremely crucial for this young man from Chandigarh to give Team India. Now, Team India is at 9 points out of the possible 15. If I'm saying that right, 9 points we have on the table. We did have two draws in three draws actually in the previous fixtures, which have costed us those extra points that could have been a perfect score. But Charanjot, of course, giving us those crucial points. And now Genocide, Siddh Chandarana, aka Genocide, will be playing on Xbox. Our other E-Tiger representing Team India in the FIFA eNation Series 2021 will be shortly resuming for the game for Genocide. So be right back. Hello and welcome back to the official broadcast of the FIFA eNation Series Online Qualifiers 2021 and all Team India's matches. I will be taking you through the last match of tonight, which is Siddh Chandarana, our Tiger, playing against the Xbox player from UAE. And now, as you all would be seeing, Genesis in a second, he is ready to get another 3 points, like we saw Charanjot getting those extremely crucial 3 points for us in the last game. That puts Team India at a tally of 9 points in the group stage. That's a very solid position. And if Genesis can get these 3 points, I think this would be confirming our our entry into the knockout phases, if I did calculate them right. But everybody in the chat who's tuned in, thank you for coming into the stream and supporting our E-Tigers. We would love to see some Indian flags in the chat and messages of love and support for our E-Tigers who have worked so hard to reach this level already. And they've been fighting in this in these trying times where you have to play everything online and how difficult it is as a FIFA player. I know it myself. So kudos to both the e-athletes giving their best and representing Indian football at the highest possible stage when it comes to the FIFA E-Series, FIFA E-Nation Series 2021. This is the first time, as we all know, Team India is included, is a member association with FIFA E, which is a great prospect for the future as well. Now that all the athletes have got a platform to give their best on such a stage, this is our chance to make it to Denmark, which will be the finals. The top two from the top six nations. Out of the six nations, only the top two nations would be making it to the finals in Copenhagen. And Team India is in a very good position to actually make it to the knockout stages, which will have the top four teams competing on the 1st of May. So on the 2nd of May. So last match of today is about to kick off with Genesis playing from, I think he's playing from right to left in the orange kit. And of course, the UAE Xbox player will be kicking off from left to right in that white kit. It's fantastic to see how FIFA has given the unlocked accounts, as we always see in these tournaments. And for the first time, our E-Tigers have had the opportunity to use them. Goes to show how exciting it is to be an athlete representing your country at that stage and using these unlocked foot items in the game. Rude Hullet plays it to Bruno Fernandes. Genesis obviously got the ball right at the start, did not give much time. The Xbox player from UAE plays it to R9. That's some really good defending by Vieira there. Otherwise, that could have been a very good goal with the first time fake shot that Siddh Chandarana, aka Genesis, is so known for. That's a beautiful elastico. Goes inside the box, plays it to Cristiano Ronaldo. There we go. First goal of the match for Team India. Cut back pass from R9. One Ronaldo to another. And this time, Cristiano Ronaldo does not disappoint Genesis and Team India. And we are up by a goal. Let's go. It's time to focus on the match for our E-Tiger. Genesis has been extremely patient. And the best part about our E-Tigers is they have not lost a single game. And that's something which deserves more credit than even qualification, because it's the first time we're playing. And with that being said, I was just finishing up talking about how good they have been. And look at that pass to Bruno Fernandes running down the midfield. The beautiful Portuguese duo of Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes linking up. That run straight through. It's like a knife through the heart for the UAE player, right down the middle. That pass was phenomenal by our E-Tiger. And you only see these sort of goals when it comes to high quality FIFA matches, and our athletes are showing exactly that. He's on fire. Can he get another goal? Ruud Gullit plays it to Bruno Fernandes. One thing about RE Tiger is that when he gets going, there is no stopping him. And that is exactly how he is playing right now. 2 goals to us within 18 minutes. It all comes down to how he can manage the game well, probably score a couple more goals, and seal this match. End today on a high for Indian football, for all the fans, and not give these sort of chances. Just when I was saying that, that's a phenomenal goal, I have to say, by the Xbox player on UAE. I think that that goal was really good. Some nice passing, some nice build up, and that finish from R9 was good enough to get him back into this game. So it's like a similar scenario we saw against in the case of Charanjot's match on PS4 a few moments ago before this match started, where he was up by 2 goals to nil, and then he conceded 1 goal. So we can expect Genesid to make it 3-1, exactly like the other Tiger did. But good defending, I have to say, um, to try and stay in the game. And I say this quite a lot, but we always make sure that the sportsman spirit is there for all our competitors playing against Team India, playing against Indian football. That we give them a lot of respect for working so hard to reach their stage and playing so well, regardless of the result. The sportsman spirit is always intact. So big ups to UAE for staying in this game until now and not giving up at 2-0, because it is with so much of stake, so much of pride on the line, so much at stake in terms of qualification. It is. There we go. That's a goal from Cristiano Ronaldo, from 2 goals down to 2-all. Like I said, giving respect to your opponents is something which is very important, and they have shown their quality. The Xbox player on UAE has come back into this game from being 2 goals down to making it 2-2. Sid Chandarana has to be extremely careful with the next steps, because he had a very comfortable lead, unlike his counterpart on PlayStation, Charanjot, the other e-Tiger, extended his lead from 2-1 to 3-1. But this time, it's 2-all, and this game is poised for a very dramatic ending. I can already predict it. Predictions have been good so far. And I just hope at this time, when I say that Sid Chandrana will get us the win, he should be able to. As we all see that he's playing Vieira at centre back. That's a choice that a lot of the players have made. Pele has opened up a lot of space, running down the wings, has a chance to square the ball inside the box. Takes a bit too much time. Probably should have played that pass to Cristiano Ronaldo a bit earlier than he did. But we've been seeing some open play from both the players. None of them have a lot of defenders actually sitting back. A lot of players sitting back from them, back for them outside the edge of the box. It's either quite an open game. You only see it in a couple of instances where the whole team is back defending. The last chance of this half could go to our e-Tiger, Sid Chandrana. Pele in a beautiful position. Couple of skills there. Gullit plays it to Cristiano Ronaldo, plays it to Kylian Mbappe. That's a beautiful goal. Last attack of the half. What a beautiful pass that is. Cheeky little pass between the two defenders, and that team of the year, Kylian Mbappe, is not going to miss. That was such a crucial goal for Team India and for our e-Tigers, Sid Chandrana as well. Thank God is the reaction of all the Indian fans that went up by 2 goals, but how do you let those 2 goals in? But thank goodness, to much of our relief, we have scored another goal. And if it stays this way, Team India will be finishing on 12 points for the day. And let's just hope that our E-Tiger can play and manage this second half of the last game of today on Xbox. Kicking off with Genesid, is known in the gaming world. His name is Siddh Chandarana, playing from left to right in that orange kit. And the Xbox player from UAE is playing from right to left in that white kit. He has been phenomenal as well. The player from UAE has shown real determination and courage to come back into the game from being down by 2 goals to actually coming back into this game and still putting up a fight, because it's not easy when you go down by 2 goals in a competitive tournament. Cristiano Ronaldo has that chance, hits the post, but to the relief of everybody, goes inside, and India has their lead, a 2 goal cushion, as we all wanted to see. All the fans in the broadcast today came here to witness some magic by our e-athletes, and they have shown exactly that. What a beautiful goal that was from none other than Cristiano Ronaldo. I think he's made up for the mistakes he did in the last game, which should have been easy 3 points against Kuwait, but has made up and done even better in this game for Siddh Chandarana and Team India. We've got a 2 goal lead restored against a really good player from UAE. Hullet plays it to R9, trying to create that chance. Couple of intricate passes, but just not good enough to beat Siddh Chandarana's defense. Passes it to Ruud Hullet. Or Ronaldo has a chance to play it to the other Ronaldo. That striker pairing is just too good, isn't it? Cristiano Ronaldo and the Brazilian R9. As we all know, everybody who plays this game dreams of using the best version of these cards, and only some of us get to use it. So the excitement as an e-tiger to play with these players is, of course, a lot. Cleared away by Van Dijk. No nonsense defending, as we call it in football. Van Dijk, the Dutchman, such a rock for both our e-tigers, especially for Charanjot, as we've been seeing how well he uses him. That's a great ball roll scoop turn by Pele. He has to be careful inside the box and not give any silly chances, silly ball spillovers to the fantastic player from UAE, who's done really well to come back into this game from being 2-0 down to making it 2-2. But of course, Ari Tiger, being extremely professional, almost got the 5th goal for Team India in this particular match. And we have seen some of the best moments so far in this game. Alphonso Davies running down the wings, plays it to Pele, passes it to R9, tries to dink it over Van der Sar, just not good enough. But still has that chance. If he scores this goal, it's game back on, but well defended once again by none other than Virgil van Dijk. R9 plays it to Ruud Hullet. That's a good pass to Patrick Vieira. Great bit of passing. Mbappe, nice directional nutmeg, as we all know the skill. Such an overpowered skill in FIFA 21. Plays it back to Ruud Hullet. Has a chance of scoring the 5th goal. It takes a lot in you to score so many goals with so much at stake. So much on the line in these games. It's incredible to see how Team India has scored 4 goals against such a strong UAE side. Pele inside the box has a chance of scoring another goal. That's quite acrobatic from Maldini. The goalkeeper did his job. Then Maldini did his job, saving Team India from conceding that goal. And now on the attack, Kylian Mbappe has the chance to hurt UAE. Well defended by none other than Vieira. The game is still on for all the viewers who've tuned in just now. 80 minutes are up on the clock, but 10 minutes are enough to turn a game around. And Siddh Chandarana has to be very professional in seeing this particular match out, because it is a very cagey affair, especially when it comes to this region, which is so competitive. Corner for Team India. Seen some nice skills, some nice corner routines from both the players, and of course, like I said, uh, it's an ever-changing world when it comes to FIFA esports. You have to adapt to the new meta, and that's just how it is. You have to adapt as a professional player, and we see so many new skills, so many new things tried by these players to get those goals, those directional nutmegs, those ball roll scoop overturns, and those La Croqueta cancels. Uh, Even if you're a football fan who don't understand these terms, but if you watch that happening in the game, it's very exciting, even for a common football fan. So um, it's really good to see players making it entertaining for all the viewers. Just obviously, it is so much with so much at stake. You have to be professional, and sometimes a game of FIFA can be a little boring, but you have to get the result, and it's all for Team India. You all see Janacet with a corner routine. Can he get another goal for Team India? Eusebio, out of all people, taking the corner, and he's going to try and launch one in. He rather goes for the short pass. Alfonso Davies plays it to Carlos Alberto, rotating it very well. He knows that he's up by 2 goals. He doesn't need a goal. He has to be extremely professional in seeing these matches out. That's a great through ball to Kylian Mbappe. Can he make the most of it? Has a chance. Should have done possibly a skill and turned inside, but he rather chose to go out and try and kill some more time. That being said, I think that is pretty much going to be GG's for Team India in this particular match and for today. It's only 4 minutes left on the clock plus stoppage time for the player from UAE to do anything, but that looks highly unlikely considering Siddh Chandarana has managed the game really well in the last 10 minutes. As you can see, the 4-2-3-1 standard formation, the same tactics. I would also use as well, by the way, if I have to see the game out. And with so many young enthusiasts wanting to learn how to get better at FIFA esports, that was a sneaky pick with for the tactics. And we just got the confirmation from the management that we will be having a chat with our e-athlete, our e-tiger Genocide after the game. So I'm looking forward to asking him how the games have been for him. But Team India has done extremely well on the first day. To all the football fans, to all the people who have supported, that is some very cagey defending because of the pressure being put on Siddh Chandarana, but he manages to get out of it, plays a beautiful through ball for Eusebio on the wings. Can he score that one more goal? Does a fake shot, turns inside the box, couple of skills, overdoes it, overplays. But with that being said, the match is finished 4-2 to Team India against UAE, and I'm delighted, absolutely delighted to see this match go in India's favor. A much needed 3 points. 6 points out of the possible 6 from this fixture. We are seeing Genocide all set to have a chat with us. Genocide, say hi to the chat. Say hi to all your fans. Can you hear me? I'm just waiting for him to set up his headphones and we can have a chat with him.
Yeah, hi Loki, can you hear me?
Hi, Genocide. How are you doing? What a fantastic game that was. You were up by 2 goals and then you conceded 2 goals and you went up again by 2 goals. So how does it feel, the match being so end to end and the emotions, the pendulum of emotions in such a tight game? How does that feel? Talk to us.
I mean, to be honest, I'll be very honest with you. The first 2 games I had to play were on one bar against Kuwait and Qatar. So my players weren't moving as fast as I expected them to be. And The defending was quite difficult because you just had to jockey with your CDMs and you couldn't charge with your center backs. But this game against UAE, I surprisingly had a 3-bar connection, so I could attack, I could play my natural game, but then that switch from 1 bar to 3 bar, the defending becomes so fast, I just couldn't adapt. But luckily, I could score 4 goals.
That is fantastic to hear. And I think the fact that you have so much of experience in playing these tournaments, you know exactly what to do when there's a red bar connection and when there's a green bar connection where you can adapt to the gameplay faster. But tell us, how does it feel to represent India at this stage? We've read your articles, we've seen you being part of the squad. Everybody knows you personally, are so proud of you. But to everyone who's tuned in to watch you play and the fantastic, fantastic skills you've shown us in the game, how does it feel to back the blue at this level of competitive FIFA?
I mean, as a kid, you always dream about playing for your country, and for it to come true is a huge milestone for me. And massive credit to AIFF for setting this up. This is the first time we are playing in a official FIFA tournament, so it's an absolute honor, and it just can't get any bigger. Hopefully we are undefeated today, so hopefully we can get the job done tomorrow.
Fantastic. So there was Genocide. And before you go, Genocide, we would like you to kiss the badge of Team India and show your support for tomorrow. That is fantastic to see. Even I have that badge right here on my chest. And to be a part of the first eNation squad myself is such a proud feeling. Thank you, Genocide, for your time. And we will
Thank
see
you.
you tomorrow for our matches against two of the most toughest teams in the group, which is Saudi Arabia and South Africa. So let's see how we fare up against them tomorrow. But for all the viewers today, thank you so much for tuning in, for your support. And the E Tigers will see you tomorrow once again. Thank you.